You know what's really nice is my LM5 with an upgraded ALG trigger and a CR21 muzzle brake. Thanks be to Iron Curtain Customs for installing it. So let's get started. That was smooth. Hou ze mijn vrienden FR zo. Als naar INENR glo ik dat dit baie belangrijk is, dat ons weet hoe ons effectief met ons wapen kan werken. Hey guys, FAL Guy here. In today's video, we are going to look at some simple drills with the FAL. All these drills can be run with any other platform as well. It doesn't matter whether it's FAL or not. Out of obvious reasons, we're going to choose the FAL in this channel. The drills are simple and they're designed to get you accustomed to a different rifle setup, as the FAL is compared to your AR or your AK. And it's also set to get you more acquainted with the 7.62 by 51 millimeter or 308 round, which has different ballistics, different muzzle climb, and different recoil management than the 5.56 or 7.62 by 39 millimeter. So let's get started and get to do those drills. Also an emphasis that this is our target. We're going to aim at center mass of this target. Yes, these targets are small. If you wonder why we have small targets on this channel, it's because I bought the wrong size targets, because I just looked at a picture online and forgot to look at the measurements. So stupid me. Anyhow, this is our target. I'm going to shoot these drills between 0 to 25 meters, meaning that more likely our shots are going to be low because this rifle is sighted in at a further distance and usually shoots low the closer we get. I also want to emphasize that the drills we're going to run are based on the 7 shooting sequences. They were taught to me years ago by a great mentor and friend of mine overseas, and they're listed here. I'm going to start with the target identification. I identify the target, I can see I can shoot at it. I elevate my rifle up to target. I aim, meaning I either align the sights or I put my red dot on target. I place my finger on the trigger, and then step number 5 is I'm going to pull the trigger. Very slowly, don't rush it, don't jerk it. And then we have the target analyzing. So I analyze the target, see whether I need to hit or whether I need to engage the target again. And then we do the scanning. We open up our tunnel vision, we look left and right and behind. If you want to know more about the 7 shooting sequences, there's some links in the description below. Anyhow, let us get started with the first drill. The first drill we're going to do is we're going to start from the low ready, bring a rifle up, aim at the target, and pull the trigger. We're here at a 10-meter line. You can do it at any distance. It's very simple. We're going to fire 1 round and we're going to go through the 7 shooting sequences. This drill can be both timed or not timed for this video's sake, because I'm not a fast or a super fast shooter, and I also forgot the timer at home. We're not going to do it timed. So let's get started. For this drill, we're going to start in a low ready position. Look at the target, identification, bring the gun up, aim, pull the trigger, analyze, and scanning. So that was it. Let's do it again. So that is the first drill. Now let us get to the second drill. The second drill we're going to run is a pivot drill, or whatever else you want to call it. We're going to pivot from our side after identify the target, pivot out. As soon as we're in line with the target, bring our gun up, fire, and go through the remainder of the 7 shooting sequences. The idea of this drill is that we are going to get comfortable from shooting from a non-natural stance, because we force ourselves to pivot out, to change our feet, and to engage the target. Let's have a look how it's supposed to look like. We're going to start here, having a 90 degree to the target, identify, look at the target, pivot out, bring the rifle up, fire, analyze, and scanning. So let's do this drill again. What you can also do is pivot on the other side. This time I'm pivoting on my right foot. Of note to this drill is that we're going to pivot on the foot, and once we are in our shooting position and we are square to the target, that's when we're going to bring up the firearm, so that our firearm is always pointed down range whenever we are about to engage a target. Do not pivot with the firearm already in high ready, aiming at all the other people or aiming at surroundings or whatever you don't intend to shoot at. Let's get to drill number 3. For drill number 3, we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time we are facing the target with our back. So how we're going to conduct it is super easy. Our back is going to be to the target. We're going to face away. We're going to identify first. Once we're identified, we're going to pivot out. We can pivot left or right. It does not matter which way we want to go. Once we're on square to the target, that's when we're going to bring up the rifle and engage the target and finish with analyze and scanning. Let's get started with drill number 3. Let's get going. We're going to pivot on our left foot. So the sequence again, identifying the target first, then we're going to pivot out and bring the rifle up. Do it again. And we can do the same thing the other way around. So that was it. Years ago, I was given the ability to attend a Swiss Armed Forces shooting instructor course, which is a couple of weeks long. It was hosted by one of the premier shooting instructors of Switzerland. And I attended it, and there we did a very specific drill, and it was called the Musketeer Drill. And it consists out of 4 steps and is designed to teach the shooting or the student on how to properly grip the weapon, how to place the hands on the weapons, how to place the finger on the trigger, and how to get a good cheek weld and a good shooting stance. So let's look at the 4 parts of this drill. First part, grab the weapon with your dominant hand. Second part, place your support hand on the front of the weapon. Third step, push the weapon out all the way. Fourth step, bring your weapon to your shoulder, finger on the trigger, sight alignment, and pull the trigger. So these are the 4 steps. So let's run this drill and see how I do. Again, the purpose of this drill is to evaluate the shooter each and every time on different things. You can single out a specific thing, whether it be a trigger pull, stance, cheek weld, hand position. And it also forces a shooter after each and every round to completely reset and break any bad habits that a shooter might have built up over the course of a couple of years. So it's a great drill to get ready with your firearm and to get a good understanding on how to properly hold it and how to get a good stance. Let's get started. So that was a drill, ladies and gentlemen. The last drill we're going to be running today is change of position. We're going to shoot kneeling. There are multiple kneeling techniques that you can apply with the FAL. There's some very specific ones. I will outline 2 of them that I really like. One that is a super easy method on how we can quickly get into a kneeling position, especially if I have a plate carrier on. It's going to look like this. And then we have the second kneeling position where I can take my time and get a good side picture, get in a good position, and stay in that position for as long as I have to in order to engage a target very efficiently. And it's going to look like this. So we got the overview of the two kneeling positions. For the sake of this video, I'm going to choose kneeling position number 1. And just because I want to be quick, get into position, fire a round, and get up. That's basically a drill. I'm going to start from standing, go into kneeling, fire 1 round, analyze, and scanning. The 7 shooting sequences still apply. By the way, I do know there are more kneeling positions, but these are the 2 that I practice the most and that I train with a lot. So let's get started. This concludes our drills we ran this morning with the FAL. We did 5 different drills. We started with the load ready drill to go over the 7 shooting sequences. We then moved into pivot drill 1 and pivot drill 2. The pivot drill 1 was a 90-degree turn, and the pivot drill 2 was a 180-degree turn. And then we moved into the musket drill, and lastly we did the change of position drill, where from standing to kneeling and firing 1 round. All these drills are simple. All these drills can be run with any other firearm. The idea is, though, that you, as a new FAL owner, or as somebody who doesn't have that much practice behind this weapon system, get some practice behind it and just enjoy it. It's a very cool platform, but it does need some time behind it to fully understand it and be able to run it efficiently. I hope you enjoyed this video. This video is part 1 out of 3 as of right now that I've planned. I'm just doing different drills with the FAL. If you have an idea for a drill that can be run with this rifle, that's going to be cool, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section below. I always appreciate your guys' input. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video. The more interaction I get, the more I see that my time in this platform is actually of good use and I will produce more content. Not to mention that it is not that easy and cheap to do videos on the FAL. All these FALs that I've got with me are mine, so they use a lot of ammo and that is just expensive. Anyhow, I really hope you enjoy this video. And also, go on my Instagram and my Twitter and like these pages and give me some support. So ja, baie dankie. Ik hoop je geniet en tot volgende keer weer. Cheers.